At the museum in Washington, D.C., there's a memorial that recognizes more than 2,000 journalists who have died on the job through covering wars and terrorism or killed in retaliation for their reporting. Well, TV6 reporter Sarah Jones has a real heart for this cause. She started an organization here to tell us about that today. And wow, Sarah, I didn't know this about you until just recently. The name of your group is?
Remembering Fallen Journalists.
And you did it 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, I just saw a number of journalists being killed, especially in reprisal for their work. And I got frustrated, and I wanted to do something that wasn't political, but a moment where we could all stop, reflect, and honor the lives of those who have died while bearing witness to our world.
You are wearing a ribbon,
yeah.
These black ribbons. So you have one there. We have them here on the table. It's a black ribbon, and on the edge it says press. And you designed this ribbon.
Yeah, the reason I designed it is you might recall seeing journalists in the field and they'll have on their flak jacket it says press and it's black with white writing. So that's why I came up with that, and I chose to put press on the left side so that it's closer to our hearts when we wear it. And since starting it, I brought in a bunch of co-partners, including Committee to Protect Journalists, the museum that you mentioned, yes. Knight Foundation, Reddit. We have several.
And Sarah, I understand why you care about this, and those of us who are in this profession. What do you think it means to our folks watching today? What does that mean to the average American about protecting journalists in this way?
Well, since CPJ started recording the number of journalists killed for their work, there were 11 killed in the U.S., and nearly half of them were killed last year. And when a journalist dies, it's not just that journalist, it's information that we have access to as a society and in a democracy. If we're targeting journalists, then that affects our democracy as a whole.
And this is the map that, this is a current one about all the journalist deaths in the world, and we have some other images as well that, you care about this personally, and you want us all to know about. There's a date, May 3rd, which is called
It's World Press Freedom Day. And I chose to coincide that because sometimes some countries celebrate World Press Freedom Day, others don't. But this is a non-political event where we all take a moment of silence. And in the first year that we did this, it reached over 9 million people, and there have been events in Mongolia, Poland, Japan, Libya, and I find out really through social media when people post pictures with the ribbon, or there was an art piece that was created in Warsaw that I had no idea about until I saw it on social media. So it's really amazing that people are, getting involved.
You brought in this book, The Last Column. Did this just come out? How old is this book,
This
Sarah?
just came out. So CPJ created a website. It's called thelastcolumn.com. And they're putting the last column or the last article of all the journalists who have been killed out in the field.
This is all of their names, by the way, folks, typeset into this, and kind of on top of each other, all the journalists who've been killed on their jobs. And this really tells the tale of what it means when a journalist is killed. It's their stories that die with them, and whether it's bringing voice to injustice, war, abuse of power, it can be everyday life as well. That's what journalism is.
Yeah, and there's this amazing new project called The Forbidden Stories, where journalists, if they feel they're under threat, because the most dangerous story to report on, according to the data collected by CPJ, is actually politics, not war. So it's politics. And if a journalist feels, whether they're covering corruption or business, that they may be getting threats, or they just feel like someone's watching, they can submit their work to this project. And if, God forbid, they're killed while doing their work, other journalists will finish it and it'll still get out there.
Yes, the story will still come out. Wow. So the call to action here is this website. We're going to have people go there, and it's rememberingfallenjournalists.com, and this is Sarah's project.
And you can on the website request a ribbon. They're free. We'll mail it out to you. And we encourage people to tweet with the hashtag Remembering on May 3rd on World Press Freedom Day. And you can follow the Facebook group as well to stay up to date on the latest things.
Sarah, I'm proud of you. Thank you. I'm going to wear this today. Okay?
Thank you,
my dear. Thank you.